Nowadays, it seems like it's a crazy thing to say in the black community, but the Bible has been destroying black people for 500 years, especially in Africa. Let me say this again. This is a debate. I'm not trying to attack your religion. I'm just saying to you.
Well, you are, but I'm okay with it.
So I just dropped my app, www.ChisoLifts.com. Online personal training. You got custom meal plans, custom training plans. With the training plans, you got a video showing you how to do all your exercises. You could log in your sets, your reps, the weights you use, and literally every month I changed up your plan. In the description, you got a code BESTU20 at the moment. You can use that to get a 20% discount for life.
In the village here, my mom's brother, he's got a big mansion, huge house. There's the original family house. In the original family compound, there was different houses. All the brothers had their houses. His one was the biggest one, but he outgrew that, built a bigger one. So let's say now there's a family thing here. Us lot who are direct to him, we've all got like our own rooms in that house there. Everyone else still goes to the old house, and I see it like when they come, there's there. And I'm saying to man, right, you can swap with me, you know. I don't mind staying in the main village. I'm like, I used to be in that. So you could swap, like there's. I'm like, regardless, or I'm like, you could stay there and I'll go to a hotel. I'm like, I can afford that. I'm like, I don't need nothing from you lot. I don't need nothing from them either, and they know that. So it's like when they're looking in a certain way, I'm just like, I'm like, my long-term goals is to make your life better in the long term, so that you don't see me as
an enemy or
as
jealous.
An enemy, I'm trying to. My long-term goal is I'm trying to grind so that I could be back and forth to do things my mom wanted to do for you, but she wasn't able to do it on time. So I still have to, you get what I'm saying? But now you're trying to make me feel away. I'm thinking to myself, now I see why my man doesn't do for you.
Doesn't do,
You get what I'm saying?
I guess one can say it's a long history. One can say it's a long history of her. But let me try to address his point quick, right? I love what you said. You know, the reason why I don't subscribe to Christianity teaching, bro, I don't wanna go too much into. I don't even know much about African history, but I don't want to go too much into it. See, you're a Christian, so having a. You see, when we talk about marriage, right? When we talk about relationships, when we talk about love.
I'm not Christian.
Okay, so when we talk about love, when we talk about Christian, so when we talk about love, we talk about sex, we talk about marriage. Having a dialogue with a Christian, it's oftentimes difficult because you know, think about, you're coming from a very biblical place. Once upon a time, by the way, I meant to be a pastor a long time ago. As soon as I remember, I'll tell you a quick story. A pastor came to one of our church, right? Evangelist from America came to one of our churches many years ago. I was young, very young, and you know, speaking tongues, and I think I was like 18, something like that, 18, 19, and
so when did you come away from the church?
When I was 24, I was celibate for like a year, 2 years. Yeah,
I came out at 13.
13. I don't blame me, but I wasn't. I was there physically, but the rest anyway. So I was kind of battling myself.
I fully came out.
Yeah.
But the thing is, even though I'm not Christian, I still
understand.
I still align with a lot of life principles.
Of course. You mean in terms of morals, basically?
Yeah. Okay. Like morals, codes, and ethics.
Yeah.
I still move with a lot of the principles. It's just I don't follow religion.
But just to address his point you made about polygamy, you talk about monogamy, right? Think about it. The reason I'm saying in the West it does not flipping work. Let's speak specifically about black community. Bro, we'll be here all day, but let's talk about the black community. Bro, you know, I think I could be wrong, but I know in America it's around 85% of children are born out of wedlock. 85% of children are born out. I think in the UK, I think I read it around 72, 73%. You need to understand that, by the way. A wise man once said, right, that, you see, we tend to speak about destroying or dismantling the system, right? But there's no solutions to it. Well, when you build solutions, people will naturally, you know, join, right?
Yeah. Not always.
But I'm saying, but people will more than likely, some people, but some people do, but they're not the majority.
I think they are.
Nah, they're not. I mean,
I think if chaos,
if we're talking about black people, it can't be the majority.
Chaos aligns with feeling good, I think most people will pick chaos over order.
But let's talk about, it's true, but we're talking about the black community. You can't say majority will like chaos. It doesn't make sense. That means
it does make sense. It shows in the results actually. The results actually.
It's not the majority though.
The results actually show that in the majority of human beings across the board, that given a chance for order or chaos, if order feels worse than chaos feels in the short term, most people will pick chaos.
But in terms of the black community,
I'll tell you, in general, why chaos works. You can see it online in even a simple thing. What are the most popular blog pages?
There you go.
Yeah, of course.
That's a really good example.
Shade Borough,
Shade
Room.
And the messier the better. Look at all the posts that...
It's
that
true,
That's the reason
why,
that's the reason why Shade Room has surpassed other pages like Baller Alert and that. Baller Alert,
it's chaos,
it is messy, but not as
messy.
But Shade Room is just Shade Borough is the UK equivalent where Shade Borough could probably pass Baller Alert.
If it was a bit messy, if it was a bit more messy, had no code of conduct.
Not even that. If it had the amount of people, you get what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you know. It's like a slope or a hill. To go towards order requires energy. You have to push up. To go towards chaos, you just have to let go, and chaos things tend towards chaos. So I'm saying that for most people, if they're not with a code, within structure and discipline, which is usually what the men are supposed to be providing,
order,
which is the order in the chaos, then things do tend towards chaos and disrepair. And I'm simply saying that when you assess the black community, you can't assess it based on Eurocentric marriage or whatever it is. What you can assess it based on is the lack of strong structure and discipline and order within our communities, and then you can see why the chaos ensues.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, obviously, I don't think my point I was trying to make about the reason I'm saying that in the black community. Well, think about it. In the black community, right? We talk about, first of all, monogamy hasn't really been working during slavery. Again, maybe you don't know much about. During slavery, right? Obviously, we work well together, right? Under oppression. Think about that. Under oppression, right? There was I was watching this debate. I was watching this kind of live. I forgot who this man was, right? And this young black girl said that now that we're free, and then she quoted this, now that we're free from black men, we don't need them anymore. Yeah. Right? So this is part of chaos, right? Because we are the only race that our women feel like they can do better than us.
Of course.
You need to understand that. Yeah. Now you say that, well, they're going, no, not really. Because if you look at the history of how it's meant to break us systematically, right? I don't know if you believe in William Lynch.
Monogamy wasn't part of that, though. They specifically attacked monogamous marriages.
No. But what I'm saying about during slavery, monogamy marriage wasn't there.
It was. They married slaves off. That's where jumping the brim comes from.
Yeah, but that's the white man doing that. I'm saying that to you. I'm saying that what we were doing, it was different.
Okay.
When we were in the boat together, brothers.
I was never in the boat, by the way. Let me just make that clear. I said when we were in the boat together. Let me just say, I wasn't there.
Our ancestors, historically.
Our ancestors.
But even
I get what you mean.
Mine never made it to the boat. Mine stayed on the.
How do you know?
I'm not African American. I know how my parents.
Wait. You say you're not African American? No, that's wrong. You can't say that. Yo, bro.
I'm not African American.
But you're African.
I am. So we didn't get on the boat.
Yeah, but how do you know?
Because I'm not from Freetown where they turned the
but there's many.
And so on. If my family and my lineage is still from the continent, I wasn't on the boat.
If I'm African.
Technicalities, but the grandparent of those people.
You never know. I mean, it could be cousins.
I didn't get on the boat.
But you never know.
We all start off over here, and some of you men over here.
What he's saying, what he means is like they could be like cousins or aunties.
You can't say you never go on the boat. Your ancestors never go on the boat. It doesn't.
So
for example, in my country.
Okay, so I have relatives who may have been, but I'm telling you that in terms of to get from my ancestors to me, we didn't get on the boat, right? So,
but they're still connected to you either ways. They're still connected to you either ways. They're still connected to you.
All right, I'll give you the connection.
No, but you don't believe that. They're still connected to you, right?
No, of course there is a connection. Yeah, I'll give you that. But I'm just saying it's not
a direct connection.
Not my experience. My experience
is connected to you. I mean,
is one via colonialism rather than slavery, which is a different but similar.
So what I'm saying is, like, if you truly believe in monogamy, right? Why is not monogamy working in the West? Around 82%, 70% marriage and divorce followed by women.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you some more questions, and I think that will give you the answer to your question.
Okay, go on.
Right? For monogamy to work
in the West,
doesn't it require somewhat empowered, strong men?
Also, so you're putting on men? No,
I'm going to start with that. No, wait. We're starting because there's a multiple.
This is where a lot of men are depressed,
No, I'm saying for monogamous marriages to work. No, because trust me, I'm with you on this. I'm with you on this. Doesn't it take strong, empowered men? Doesn't it take that? It takes a man to be able to provide the order and the discipline and structure. We don't have that.
It takes.
Doesn't it take women who feel?
At the earlier stage, you said something about in regards to like when men are going after women and that, making sure that they have the foundations.
A lot of men. Okay, so which is true. But the reason why I'm saying this to you that and I'm
so that's why you
talking about the West.
That's why you have to factor it into that 85%.
Yeah. So what I'm basically getting at, because I didn't get a chance to follow through the logical progression, but the men have been attacked and basically taken out of their position, and the women have been lifted up and been sold and been basically given an opportunity to make a deal, right? We can empower you, but you just need to work with us against them, right? So this is not a problem. This is attacked monogamous marriage. Monogamous marriage has not worked for the community.
It's tactical.
It's the fact that monogamous marriage hasn't been given a chance to flourish because the very basics of it have been taken away from the beginning by design, right?
But the reason why we know it doesn't work.
But here, let me show you the flip side of it. Let me finish.
A lot of women now are more successful than guys in our age range.
Yeah.
So,
but later in life is different. It's a different story.
Yeah, but the thing is, at our age range now is when most people are trying to start families and have kids and that.
Let me show you the flip side to it. Let me show you the flip side.
You're gonna have a whole bunch in our generation. You're gonna have a whole bunch of bitter 50-year-olds. I could see it happening.
Yeah.
Men or women?
But
both.
No,
but let me
both.
also
definitely both.
Because stats has been shown that men get more happy, right, as they age more.
No, but you see, the problem is here. There's going to be a lot of those guys who have the I wish I did this at.
Yeah, but every human will have that.
There will be some regrets for men, but I think men are actually going to come out on top because usually men do most of their suffering at a young age. If men are
once they got the money they want.
Once they get the money, they usually have way more options as they grow, right? So it's probably going to be most of our women that are going to suffer most.
Hence why Diddy have 50.
Enjoying his life.
Exactly.
Enjoying his life.
Exactly.
He's been married.
Here's the original point that I wanted to make. What we can see, an observable fact, is that the moment that men have been able to earn more and the women have been able to have access to safe homes and so on, we've seen economic prosperity within black communities in the diaspora, even still within hostile environments, right? Even within hostile environments, within the measurable, observable points, right? If you're going to look at, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the Black Wall Street movement, or Greenwood,
so we control our own dollar,
all these communities, it starts with these middle class ideals of being able to have a family and a home, get access to credit, get access to ownership, build, and then pass on down through wealth, build businesses and ownership. All of these different principles, they have all been in place, and in those situations, you saw that black Americans were actually married at a rate of 80% up until the 80s. And then in the 80s, you then go, the
crack era.
The 80s, you introduce crack, right? So a lot of men get addicted or go in jail for selling. And then you say to the women, we'll pay you child support, but you can't have a man in the house, right? So what I'm telling you is that it's a systematic attack on monogamous marriages. But monogamous marriage is not the culprit. It's those who have economically incentivized breaking down of the family.
Okay, well, what I'm saying to you, the reason I'm kind of focused on the monogamy, the idea of monogamy, right? I'm saying to you, whether you believe it or not, which is fact, bro, whether you believe, whether because you're Christian or not, it doesn't come from us. It's something that we were taught. You need to understand that we were beaten. I don't know if you know much about Nat Turner, the famous slave that rebelled and killed him and stuff like that. But have you read his memoirs about what they used to do? The Bible, the context of the Bible, what they used to rip out and tell them to go and do.
Bible and the redaction.
Obey the master, all this kind of stuff like that. I'm saying to you, whether I'm going to say this, I mean, nowadays it seems like it's a crazy thing to say in the black community, but the Bible has been destroying black people for 500 years, especially in Africa. Let me say this again. It's a debate. I'm not trying to attack your religion. I'm just saying to you.
Well, you are, but I'm okay with it.
But don't worry, man. It's not something like I'm pouring acid on you. You'll be all right. What I'm saying to you, but yes, see, I've traveled the continent of Africa. I've seen what the churches or the Christianic teachings have done to Africa. Has enslaved, first of all, has kept us inferior to the white image, by the way. If I say this to you, obviously, maybe because you got education here, if I say this to you, what color is Jesus, right? You will say, what color is Jesus?
He's brown. He's from the Middle East.
Middle East. Yeah. So why is it your God? Why is it? But why is it your God? I mean, I don't want to go too much into it, but what I'm trying to say to you.
Why is he my God?
Yeah, obviously,
because
son of God.
I believe that the color of his skin
doesn't make a difference
matter. But I also believe, but wait a minute. I also believe that he's a Lord over all nations. So if I have a God that suits me, then I'm actually worshiping myself. Whereas the whole point is that throughout the whole Bible, there's actually no real attention placed.
You're wrong.
Wait.
You're wrong.
No, because you're about to do the feet like bronze. That's not the point. The point here is no, because this is the thing. You can't.
Yeah, but scholars have said that is the point. See,
no, wait, because this is so annoying because it's really like there's a lot of misinformation and tactical use of information.
We all know
we
that.
have to be honest. We have to be intellectually honest. I would love
But
to
you're a
just say
scholar, though.
he looks like me. So I'll be honest with you, as a Christian who's been studying the word for a while. I'll tell you that there's two things. One, throughout the life of Jesus, no information or no emphasis is placed on the color of his skin.
Okay.
Only simply on where he's come, his lineage, and what he was here to do.
And his
right?
mother, and his mother.
And his mother, right? Cool.
Okay.
Now, second of all, we see that in Ethiopian Orthodox churches, there is a black depiction of him. In European churches, there's a white depiction of him.
Africa is a white one.
And so, in terms of what we've seen going forward is a Eurocentric attack on the black image of God, but neither one of them are necessarily even important or correct. It's only important because they've put into our ideas that you're supposed to worship somebody who looks like you. And I'm saying to you that even when the Bible is referring to the fact that his feet were like bronze or that his hair was white like wool. No, it doesn't even say it has a texture of wool. It says it was white like wool.
Yeah, but white
I'm saying that a lot of people would love to take that and go, well, yeah, Jesus is black. And even if he was, that's
I never said he's black,
fantastic.
though. I never said he's black. I didn't finish.
At the end of the day, we still need to get down to the fact that the personhood of Jesus Christ is what is way more important than any of these other sort of like superficial details about how he looks and so on. Because it's way more important to me that if I follow Christ, am I going to exhibit the kind of behaviors that are going to, one, honor God, two, live me to lead a full and fulfilled life, three, build a strong family and be able to pass on and to be able to live out whatever it is that I have within me. And that's what I do find in Christ.
You can do that without Christ. You can do that without No. What I'm saying, but you can. Think about it. There's many people who live a very humble life, high morals, and they're not even Christians. So what I'm saying,
but again, even your version of high morals allows for
I'm not talking about my version. I'm just saying there's men.
Because you can't define what high morals is without having your own version of what low morals is.
It's true. I mean, everyone's got. Think about
everyone's got their own, right? Yeah. And for some people, it's okay to sleep with somebody else's wife, and for some people, it's not.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying, that you can still live a life where you cause hurt and pain, and you feel like you're justified in doing it. Okay. Whereas believing in Christ is accepting that we all do things that hurt people. Yeah. However, once we receive the grace and the forgiveness, we have an opportunity to now get better and move closer towards living a better life. That's very different from living with high morals.
What's your thoughts on heaven and hell?
See, I don't. Now, give me a second before you go in there. See, I don't want to say this word, but I was debating one guy, right, and he said this to me. What you're saying is intellectually bollocks. It's absolute nonsense what you're saying. But I get it.
That's what you're saying to me, or is that what he said to you?
No, I'm saying that what you're saying is actually, first of all, I don't subscribe to that. I'm just saying to you, for you, what you're saying, it just does not make sense. There's so many holes in what you just said. First, one thing I want to say to you, I'll ask you, what race is he? You said, well, you said
Middle Eastern.
You said okay, you're not going to say he's Jewish.
I said he's Middle Eastern.
Yeah, but
bro, you're saying one thing, but you're misquoting me. I said he's Middle Eastern.
Okay. So what faith is he? But it's a simple question. If you're a man who reads the Bible and you understand the context of the Bible, right?
Yeah.
So was he Jewish?
He
No. You didn't grow up Jewish. Was he Jewish?
No, he definitely was raised in the Jewish faith.
But was he Jewish? No. See, he was Jewish. He wasn't. What I'm saying to you.
No, but see, you know what it is. There's certain distinctions without.
Bro, I'll let you speak, And I'm just honestly, so I can follow up what I'm going to say.
No, because you asked me a question, and I'm telling you why. No. I've given you the answer.
No, you haven't. You said he was. Was he a Jewish?
Was he a Jewish?
Or was he a Jewish man?
Was he a Jewish man? Or Jewish boy growing up, a Jewish baby? Okay, was his mom Jewish?
Yes.
So what? Was his father Jewish? Well,
yes.
Okay.
His father was God.
Okay. Now,
so that's what
I'm trying to say to you. Okay, let me finish.
You want to try and force me into your answer that you want, but it's not the right answer.
You're not listening. What I'm saying to you, right? I love Jordan Peterson's quote, right? He says that I'm kind of misquoting. I'm just bringing it in mind, but he says that just listen, just in case that this person is speaking to my normal.
No, something you know.
What I'm saying to you is that I'm very, 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 very specific with the question I asked. I said to you, was he Jewish? You kind of escape that.
Because the question, you know that the question is loaded. You know the question is loaded.
Yes, he was.
No, the question is that he was raised in the Jewish tradition, but Jesus, the personhood of Jesus exists beyond the Jewish faith. Okay. You know this, though. No. If you've read the Bible says that in the beginning there was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So he's already God. He's not of a faith.
What does the Torah say about Jesus? Was he Jewish? But I know.
The Torah. What does the Torah say about Jesus?
He's Jewish. He's Jewish.
Where are you talking about Jesus' appearance in the Torah? Because the Torah's first 5
I don't say it's appearance. I just said, okay, I'm asking you. Everyone, 99% of people say he's Jewish. Okay, so let's say he's Jewish. So let's say that our answer for he's Jewish, right?
Okay, all right.
His mother is Jewish. His physical father, right, in human form, is Joseph, right?
Yeah.
He was Jewish.
Okay.
Right? His spiritual father, that one, let's leave it to say, no one knows. Okay. What? No. Well, no one knows. In the sense that you haven't seen him before. That's what I mean. You haven't seen his father in heaven. Have you seen his father? Have you ever seen God before?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so you can't moan like what I'm saying is wrong.
Yeah, but you're saying we don't know, right? You didn't
no, I mean like he does. I mean you don't know in form. I mean maybe you do.
I know who God is. Yes.
No. I never said you don't know who God is. I said you don't know physical form of God.
Okay. Yeah. No, but these side arguments. Get to the point you wanted
technical.
To make. Okay. You wanted to make. Because these side arguments are just.
Okay. It's what it is. Okay. It's what it is.
Hey, notice I go quiet.
No, but it's what it is. Okay. What I'm saying. Okay. The point.
This exchange, I love it.
You know the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make.
Please
listen to this, right?
Yeah.
And please answer my question.
Yes, I will.
When you go on Google. Oh my. See,
when I go on Google, okay, let me get Google ready.
Please get it ready. Bro, listen, get your phone ready, please. Just for a second, I want to prove something, right? When you go on Google, right? When you type in Indian God, what races that come? Just follow my thinking right now. Just follow my thinking, right? It could be stupid. What I'm about to say. Type in Indian God. It comes as what? It comes with Krishna. Or, it's different. Obviously, you got Punjabi.
Yeah, the Hindu Trinity.
You got Hindu. Okay, but it comes with different type of God. Hindu God and a little baby Krishna, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. You type in Chinese God. What does it come?
Vishnu.
Master Shifu, beard, all that kind of stuff. It does. It comes with them type of.
Chinese.
Basically, it looks like a Chinese person, right? It does.
Yeah. Tian and Shangdi.
But I'm talking about the image.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Indian, Chinese. Type in a Jewish God, what comes with Jesus? It's just normally, so don't even Google that. You type in Jewish God, it comes in Jesus, anything like that. You might get some Galaxy one where it's a picture of Jesus doing all that kind of stuff. You type in white God, it will still come as Jesus, maybe with blonde hair, blue eyes, palm raised, all that kind of stuff like that. Type in black God.
Okay, let's type in black God.
Type in black people's God. Did you see an image?
Yeah.
What?
Jesus is a black man. Jesus is a black man. Jesus is a black man, an Egyptian god. This looks like some
Moses holding tablets.
Some Asian gods in blackface.
Okay. No. See,
blackface.
Yeah, but you're laughing at that.
So Egyptian gods and Jesus is a black man.
They changed now. Normally it used to be like Jesus.
So basically, your point didn't round up like you wanted it to.
No, it does.
And
it does.
And you're trying to
make up for it now. Okay, it does. Because you know this one thing.
No, because you said that when you type in white God, you get Jesus as a white man.
And
when you type in black God is white. What point does that prove?
The point I'm trying to make is that we are the only race. You need to understand. Throughout history, we're the only race in Africa, in the Western world, all over the Western world. We're the only race that, right? We're the only race. You can never freaking go to China and sell them the idea of God is white, European, Jewish, ever. You can go to India and tell them, I'm saying it wrong, Krishna is white or Krishna is Jew. Listen, just follow my thinking. I'm just saying to them, we, through history, through being beaten down, our testicle being slit open, being raped, being a lot of punishment, literally our skin being ripped from us, coated, all the. I'm trying to make you understand the pain that we went through, right? Because back in the days, just follow my thinking. Back in the days, right? If the white man will find this big Negro, and there's thousands of us, right? Literally stretch him, and the horse will pull him apart. We're all scared of what will happen, and the Bible is thrown to us. The Bible doesn't start from us, bro.
Okay, so if we acknowledge, do you know why I don't follow Christianity?
Why is that? Colonism.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So if we acknowledge, right, that in order for them to do this, they had to give them a redacted version of the Bible. They had to take out the parts that talk about God freeing people, that talk about their personhood, that talk about the fact that God loves them.
There's a reason they gave the Bible. You don't know that.
So wait. If you acknowledge that they had to give them a redacted slave Bible, and you acknowledge that they had to give them a false version of what the gospel is in order to do this.
They couldn't read it.
Of course, they couldn't read it.
Why
So
is
I'm
that?
saying, but this guy's up with the side
why is
questions.
that?
Follow the logical progression here.
But it's not
Follow the
logical.
logical progression here.
But you can't continue if you can't answer that. But they couldn't read it. How can they read a foreign language?
Bro, wait. Because no, because we keep doing this. I don't get to land the point because we keep going on these side branches. Here's the thing. For you to get from where they are to where you need to be to enslave them, you had to use a redacted Bible. You had to tell them a false version of the gospel, which we can all see now is not what God preached in the Bible, or what God said in the Bible, or what the Bible preaches. They had to give them a fake version of that, and then not only that, they had to use physical violence. Doesn't that tell you that it wasn't actually the Christianity that was given by God, and it was actually a fake version of Eurocentrism that was placed on black people?
Okay.
That's all it shows us. You are giving white people way too much credit as the real progenitors of Christianity when they were not the real progenitors.
There's so many stories in the Bible you don't even know about.
Let's say we go back. What year we're in? We're in 2022.
Bro, just go back to 1700s. Go back to 1700s.
No, not that far back.
Okay.
Let's say we go back to 1850. Do you think all your relatives were Christians?
All my relatives were Christian.
But
so this one, alright. My step grandma, yeah, she died like years ago. But when she was like in the early 90s, we was having this kind of debate in the village where my uncles were like, one of them's a pastor and he was on my case.
Man, she's brave. She's brave.
He was on my case on why I'm not blah blah blah. So I said, right, you know what? Yeah, let's stop. I said, the elders here, I've asked her. I said, right, you were born, like, you know what I mean, in the in 1920. So I said, right, when you were little, was your grandma alive? I said, yeah. What religion was your grandma originally? She goes, not Christian. So I looked at the other elders and I said, did you hear what she said? And I said, there's my answer. So when one of them was preaching to me, that's why I said, right, do you believe in heaven and hell? When they was preaching to me about heaven and hell, was saying that, right, if I don't give my life to Christ, then I'll go to hell. And then I said, right, I said to him, not being rude, but your great grandma, my great great grandma, and great great granddad and all of them, I said, right, by your thoughts and by your word, they're all in hell. So I said, right, I might as well go join the rest of my family. And they got vexed.
Okay, so
I said, right.
Let's wait a second here at that point, because I want to address what you just said, which is very, very useful.
Yeah.
I think the first point to mention is, if you genuinely believe that your faith is supposed to be a function of what those who came before you did, then fine. I understand why you don't believe.
Because remember,
if your faith,
it doesn't make sense, existed over 100,000 years.
It doesn't make sense.
So that would mean that everyone prior to the past 150 are all in hell.
Not true.
So I might as well go join them.
Not true at all. Not true.
Bro, I just feel like
wait, because again, I don't want to get sidetracked on this one. So when I say to you that if you genuinely believe that your faith is a function of what was passed down to you, if you believe that faith is a matter of heritage, I understand why you would look for what your grandma worshipped. Whereas if faith is a function of what you believe and truly believe, then you have to ask yourself what you truly believe. And then, whether or not you go and search, whether or not you hear the gospel, whether or not you go and read the Bhagavad Gita or you read the Quran or whatever
I used to be a Bible basher.
Yeah, so
it depends
on what you have chosen.
In the street
I was a real Bible basher.
So it depends on what you've chosen to believe. Now, because of what I believe, and because I've seen when Christ dies, and then his followers are given the Great Commission to go out and spread the word, you create a whole bunch of first generation believers whose parents and grandparents never believed what they believe. That is a true sign of conversion, where you've been given a whole heritage, and then you truly believe that. Hold on a second. What this guy is, what I've seen from this guy, and what I've heard about him, and what has been taught to me, now gives me a whole complete review or relook at life, and changes my whole worldview.